I have a small question. Could you please talk about your passion, which was the passion, which is the passion, which drove you towards football? What is the story, and how many kind of different people you have met in your life?
See, this football is my life, and I don't know how. I have bring the first ITC of India
Wow.
when FIFA started, when there was Mohun Bagan, East Bengal, and all big clubs of India. We were a small club all that time, and people go to agents and all. That time just email started, internet coming to India. I bring a player directly from Nigeria.
Wow.
That was the first player who came to, his name is Jeremiah, who came to India directly through a club representative. Country of 130 billions.
Right.
Getting 30 billions is nothing.
True.
Problem is nurturing. Problem is vision.
Right.
Problem is Indian Football Federation.
Right.
These are the problems. India don't have any problem with talents.
But you are
But you
actually
can-
keeping hundreds of these kids on your own cost.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Around 100, no, more than 100.
More than how many players at the moment in your club?
40 they stay in rented house, they stay whole the season because from North Bengal or South Bengal, interior part of South Bengal, they cannot come and go.
Hi everyone, welcome to Riding Tiger with Arijit once again, and today I'm here in Shamnagar with a gentleman whom I call as elder brother. He's just like another Bhattacharya. Welcome to Riding Tiger, Nabab Bhattacharya.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Arijit.
Mr. Nabab runs two different amazing activities. One of them is Krishi Bharati, which is doing super cool stuff for grassrooted people. People who are producing food for us. We are actually blessed that these kind of people are making, harvesting crops, foods, fruits for all the humanities. And the man behind all these activities who is making us healthier with a lot of amazing stuff. I really want to hear that gentleman to share his own experience, how he is doing it. Now, why I'm talking about this? What is Krishi Bharati? What is this name is all about? Krishi in Bengali is agriculture. Bharati, probably the name came from Bharat Barsh because the one that you see as India is a given name. We used to call ourselves Bharatiya long, long back. So it started from that era where he is dedicating his life for last 22 plus years to run an organization like this, which is helping farmers for over 2 decades. Could you please explain what kind of product that you develop and what kind of activities that you do? It will be great for the
I will
audience.
first tell you the thing. This company, Krishi Bharati, was actually founded by my father, late Mr. Arijit Bhattacharyya. He was actually a student of Agriculture University from Kalyani. He started this company 20 years back
No.
in the year of 2001 with a vision of organic agriculture throughout the state and slowly throughout India. That time, it was really, this idea was rubbish to the farmers.
Yeah.
If you go and ask any farmer, we want to do something like this, they say, you are mad or what? Why did you come here? We don't do this. And slowly, what happened actually, these days, people understand the importance of organic, the importance of organic farming, the importance of organic fertilizers. What actually is happening with the maximization of the fertilizers, chemical fertilizers, as we have, say we take too much meat a day, or too much fish a day, or too much spicy food a day, we generally have some problems. We face some problems internally. And then we go for antacids. We take Pandy, we take Pan 40, we don't have money, we take Acilog, we take Rantac. This is something like that. The entire soil is facing acidity.
Mhm.
There is two ways. Either you have to cut down the soil by at least 2 feet
Mhm.
in the agriculture field and then start it, because the upper portion of the soil became tough, became acidic, especially very much acidic, and the fertilizer slowly going down, which is a big concern for a country like 130 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So government is pushing up for last 20 years. They are also pushing up, but these last 10 years, people have started to understand.
Mhm.
And if we keep spraying pesticides like this, keep spraying, keep doing farming with chemical like this, by the year of 2035, I believe a cancer patient in every home is absolutely possible.
True.
Absolutely possible.
True.
Our aim is, our job was very tough. Honestly, you have given me so much credit. Till until 2007, I did not have to look after this business. You know my addiction.
Yep.
I was addicted somewhere else,
Right.
and but my father died out of an road accident, and 2007 suddenly I became king. I was nowhere and I became king. So our job was tougher because we always needed to educate the farmers.
Right.
You do it, and why do you do it? First thing. Second thing, to prove them that you are using this much of chemical fertilizers. You start with this, start with organic, do this on organic way, and then reduce chemical fertilizers. This is the only solution.
True.
Okay.
True.
Reduce chemical fertilizers, use organic, and your production will be same. The biggest concern for farmers in India is the price of their
End product.
End product.
Right.
Is the biggest problem. If we go today, we buy we buy 1 liter of mustard oil around 170, 180. What is the cost of mustard? What the farmers are getting? It's all taken by the corporates. They buy it, they make the price.
Right.
Farmers don't get that development, or farmers don't get the end price. So what we have to teach them, see, chemical fertilizers, you don't get as much as you want. First thing. Second thing, say every day your production quantity, not quality, quantity is getting down. Getting down for what? Because the soil is acidic.
Right.
If a mother keeps 10 babies, the 9th, 10th baby will be
Weaker.
weaker, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, not the first one, not the second one. So this is what the mother is giving, day by day, year by year, but we are not nurturing. So to nurture it, first make the soil
Healthier and happier.
healthier and happier. And there comes the necessity of this organic farming.
Right.
Uses of organic fertilizer, not organic farming. Because organic farming, still organic farming is very much possible, entirely possible, but the farmer won't get the price of the material. Organic farming is costly. So that's how I started actually, getting it from my father, from my family.
And you are continuing the legacy.
You can say legacy, you can say continuing the business. Yeah, I'm continuing the business with my addiction still is there.
I'm sure about that. And when we are talking about organic farming, and when you are talking about treating that particular land, you need to understand it's not about removing that particular land for 2 inches. It's about treating it with water. There are different kind of process. And when we talk about these kind of process, and when we talk about creating healthy materials for our Mother Earth, I think this company is doing it and doing it successfully. I have a very simple question to you. You go to villages, you go to probably districts, you have a lot many people who are working, and not necessarily that you are taking these people from the market. You're probably taking these people from a complete different kind of background, which is soccer ball, we know it as football, and I'm happy to make a statement that this gentleman runs an amazing club based in Calcutta, India, nearby a place called Kalani. And this is called United Sports. What he does, I'll give you a small story. If a player who is playing football, say for some reason the ligament is torn, it can happen that somehow he can't play anymore because of the health reason. He's giving job to these people in his company in Krishi Bharati. So look at the way he is creating the healthier ecosystem. He is giving chances to lot many people from various different villages, places where you can't think of going. Maybe the last part of Sundarbans where you can hear the roar of tiger, right? And that fellow is coming here just to play football. He is giving chances to these kind of people, actually making grassroots more healthier and happier. But for this, you need to have the guts of another roaring tiger. So Nawabda, I have a small question. Could you please talk about your passion, which was the passion, which is the passion, which drove you towards football? What is the story? And how many kind of different people you have met in your life?
See, this football is my life. Football is my life. Football I started like from. Actually, I'm born and brought up in this city, Shamnagar, which is comes under the Barakpur industry belt. Football was much popular, much more popular in our younger days. All of us played. Don't ask about the quality, but all of us played. Be a goalkeeper or a stopper or a winger or a striker. I was a striker, winger. I played. Not that quality, not even closer to any quality on those days. So many players. So it is like a thing which we have seen. It's more like a film industry. We watch the film stars. We grow with them. We can see them here and there because this city have two Olympians, one Arjun. The city also have Pandit Ajay Chakraborty. So it's a cultural city. So we see them. If you go on the side of Pandit Ajay Chakraborty's house, you see at least 200 family. There is, if there is 100 girl child, 100 is in music. This is the culture. This is the heroes we see. So we have seen it since our beginning, and it started. I don't know when it started, how it started, but slowly, with the guidance of my, I will say, my mentor in football, the general secretary of my club, Alokesh Kundu, I became a football official, and I don't know how. I have bring the first ITC of India.
Wow.
When FIFA started, when there was Mohun Bagan, East Bengal, and all big clubs of India. We were a small club all that time, and people go to agents and all. That time just email started, internet coming to India. I bring a player directly from Nigeria.
Wow.
That was the first player who came to, his name is Jeremiah, who came to India directly through a club representative.
Wow.
And the first international transfer I bring in India. So I don't know how it started, but my passion, my education, all against my willing of my family, I have nothing. I had 2 jobs left. I was working with Ishpat Group. I left the job, and then again I was working with Kusum Products Limited. I was working in Bajaj factory as an accountant. I left those 2 jobs only for my club, for my football. So there was no Krishi Bharati on that time also. So father started this business in the year 2001, and I was no part of that. Even you will smile on my marriage. I went to Jamshedpur with the team. We were playing the High League Second Division. I get a call from my father. Those days not mobiles available.
Okay.
So you come back after the match, hotel, you get a call from home, and he said, I was there, you are not doing anything. So I went and I see a girl for you, good family, you have to marry that girl. I said, I have not. And this is something we in our, I'm around 50, we have faced these things. And I said, how this is possible? I have not said, you listen, you do it, otherwise your father will do it, understand? And he kept the phone like this, and that's how I married, and that's how I am continuing my life with one of wife in my entire life. So this is something ridiculous to the generations of this time, I believe. But football gave me name, football gave me fame. I still believe football is a game where India can do anything, anything. This World Cup is nothing for India.
What's the main cause? I mean, we see India going with cricket. We have seen India going with even badminton. We can see that probably Indian players playing internationally. Lot of different kind of sports, but not in football. What's the main cause we are not going there?
I'm talking about 85, 86, 87, 89, those days. India was at par with South Korea. India was at par with Japan. Before 10 years before that, 1974, 75, India used to defeat Japan. India used to defeat Korea Republic. India used to defeat these Asian countries. So where we have gone in 30 years, 40 years.
What happened?
Why? First, the politicians took control of the federation. First of all. These politicians, they have their industry, politics.
Okay.
They are obsessed with that. That's their main prime target. Football, I don't know. I'm not saying they don't love football. Probably they love better than me. But their prime target is not development of football or sports. Their prime target is to keep their chair. And I'm in the chair. I'm doing football is my love. Football is my affection. Football is the third or fourth comes in line because whoever it is, my first aim to meet the president, to meet the prime minister, to decide my party, how it goes, my constituency, my vote, and other so many problems because all problems comes to the politicians.
Agree?
And in India, it happened with Priyaranjan Dasmunsi, and the man who actually ruined it is Praful Patel. He ruined this Indian football. He ruined Indian Airlines also. I will tell you a story of the flight to Japan, Delhi Tokyo flight. This Delhi, for a minute, I will tell you the story. The Delhi Tokyo flight was run by Indian Airlines, and the CMD was on that time my elder brother, not my own brother, but he
Like
is my
you.
relation. Yes, he was. Those days, people don't get that flight ticket. You have to book it 1 month, 2 months, 3 months back. It was so crazy flight. Suddenly one day he got a mail that this flight is going on loss. We have to stop this flight. He was amazed. He told me. It is he who told me. I did not have any idea. He said I went. In Delhi there was another major who was actually in Kargil. The first plane went to Kargil. He took that plane flight. So he said, "चल तो देख के आता है क्या ये flight का बोलता है loss में है." He went to see the flight and he's being the CMD, you understand, Indian Airlines. Everyone was surprised. And he said, there is no place. 2, 3, 4 hours before, all the boardings have been done.
Wow.
It is something like that on that time, and the ministry said it is on loss, and there was no ticket for another 1 month. After 15 days, he get another mail that we are going to suspend this route. We will not work on this route. And 6 months after, the route has been taken by Japan Airlines.
Oh my God.
Now you understand Indian politics and these under-table agreements and how it has been sold actually.
So you mean to say that
These politicians ruined football.
Okay.
They did not have a aim. They did not say where Asia is going, where Europe is going. If today, even if you say today, I am not playing the I League, where I was playing the highest league of the country, I never relegated. I have been out of the league for they show as a cause because my financial partner was not there. So they have ousted me from the league. But still in today, my coach is a Belgian coach.
wow.
Belgian coach, and Belgium, in number one in football. Number one in football because they have good coaching education program. There are many people in India who are passionate to football, passionate to Indian football,
Right.
but they don't have a chance to deliver it.
Wow.
And those people who are running this show, they don't have the passion for football. That is a job for them.
So that's the main cause.
Yeah.
So, in your opinion, there is no dearth of talent at the moment in the country. And I have a very sweet and little question to you. I'm sure that you're going to give me an answer with a lot of passion and love. When you pick up players, from which places these players are coming?
See, their first thing, always for football players, what I do, I've got for years I'm here in this industry in Calcutta. Whoever in grounds, in local village matches, they see a good talent playing. I'm available on WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. So they keep sending me a message. I can show you there's a boy, and you see two boys already came here. Outside they are waiting. So they send me message, I have seen a good player. Can you do something? Because people want to do something for the society.
Right.
Maximum people.
Right.
They want to do something for the society. They want to do something for Indian
Next
football.
generation. Yeah.
Indian football.
Yeah.
But they don't know the proper man behind it, whom to send. So, by the grace of God, whatever happened, people send me. If I go somewhere, I go to villages for my business. I have to go there because my business is basically based on villages.
Right.
If I go and a football match is going, I will stop my car and I will watch the match first. Then I will be late on my distributor or dealer or meeting wherever. But I will see the first match. And if I say a good player, if I go there, hey, Mr. Nabab, you are here? Yes, I see that. Call that player. Hey, where you stay? Hey, what do? You keep my number, give me a call. So, it's a country of 130 billions.
Right.
Getting 30 billions is nothing.
True.
Problem is nurturing. Problem is vision.
Right.
Problem is Indian Football Federation.
Right.
These are the problems. India don't have any problem with talents.
But you are
But
actually keeping hundreds of these kids on your own cost.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, around 100, no, more than 100.
More than how many players at the moment in your club?
40, they stay in rented house. They stay whole the season because from North Bengal or South Bengal, interior part of South Bengal, they cannot come and go.
Right.
This is not possible.
Right.
Players around, they come and go.
Right.
They practice, they come and go. The morning practice or afternoon practice, whatever the schedule is there, they come and go. Rest of the players, we have our settings all on Kolani. They stay there. A cook is for 365 days for them. A manager is there for 365 days, and honestly, we are in agriculture. So getting all these things, and other than that, I took two, we call bhedis, like big ponds for fish farming. I took 5 years back.
Wow.
I culture there, fish agriculture, fish culture, aquaculture. The fishes come from there, don't go to my family. First go there for the mess.
Okay.
You can say to keep
To
the cost.
to sustain the club, you are actually making things possible as much as you can.
Yeah.
So you are bringing vegetables from those villages.
Yeah.
You're bringing fish from your own harvested areas,
Yeah.
and you're feeding all these players.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Two more questions before we jump to a rapid fire round. First question is, what is your future vision with the club? What do you want to see?
Future vision is last year, the Santosh Trophy of Bengal, the Santosh Trophy team of Bengal had 11 calls from my team, and then 7 of them were in the team, and now the Santosh Trophy going on, the national games, which Bengal won the gold, and there was like 7 players from my team who played there. And at the moment, the Santosh Trophy is going on. 10 players from my team. I want to see like these youths, at least 10 players in the national team sometime.
You have already produced national team players.
Yeah. But I want to see the football players. Football is a global industry.
True.
Problem is our country is based on cricket. Cricket grows because of a professional man that is called Jagmohan Dalmia, not these political leaders who came after. He made this, he sold cricket because we had nothing. I had my younger days, I can still remember when we used to get cricket ticket, I get it and I say, Arijit, you go. Arijit get it and say, no, I will not go. Hey, Mr. Ram, you go. We go like this. Cricket tickets were, instead we were standing in queues for a whole night to get a Monmohan East Bengal match ticket. This was 20 years back, 25 years back.
Right.
And after 25 years, these days, I am having today East Bengal match tickets in my pocket, free tickets. No one is coming to me to ask for the ticket.
Oh my God.
And this is East Bengal match. And
Wow.
East Bengal, Monmohan, Mohammedan Sporting are the legendary teams,
True.
are the heritage teams
True.
of India. And this has happened because of the foolishness of All India Football Congress. This has happened. Cricket grows and football, they never bother to look where the rest of the world is going. Where the rest of the world is going, how we can compete, where the rest of the Asia is going.
True.
Where is Uzbekistan? Where is Afghanistan? Don't talk about Japan. Don't
Talk about Morocco.
Yeah,
Talk about all those kind of teams. They are like making their country pride.
There is a team. There is a country of 45 lakhs.
Yeah.
And they are playing in World Cup.
World Cup.
And we are a country of 130 billion. So you have to understand, and you have to agree with me. There is some problem in the system. It is not the problem of players, not the problem of nurturing the players, not the problem with talent. There is a problem in the system. The core system is not running well. That is why the football is here. Otherwise, football in World Cup or Asia round in 20 years, this is very much possible. If you have a plan and you want to work for it, this is possible in 20 years.
True. When you play in sports, I'll just give you a little bit of flavor about sports. People who don't play any kind of sports, you need to understand one thing. If you're going to your gym, you're doing bodybuilding, the moment you are probably picking up a weight, doing your sets, you just can't think otherwise. If you're thinking that, probably you have some pending job in your office, or maybe you're thinking about somebody else, there might be a cause of accident. This is very simple. But when you play soccer ball, it's a game of mind and body together. If that mind and body don't act and react at the same time, you can't play it. It's not that easy. Playing football with that particular time frame, running for hours, is not a joke, right? Soccer ball is a kind of game which is we treat as a game for men, tough men, to be very honest. And when you start playing, the amount of energy you give back is amazing. It's not about the World Cup, it's about the entire world coming together. It's a fight between country to country. And when we send players from one country to another particular place to play for your country, come on, it's a matter of pride. I have a last question for you before the rapid fire round, or probably a simple question I'll be asking you. When you look at your club, you're picking up kids from different villages, distant places. You nurture those talents. Tell me a story of maybe one or two of the incidents when you picked up boys from complete different part of the world, in the sense different part of the Bengal or maybe some other state, wherein the kid is coming from a very humble background, played the game, you nurtured him, and then probably in life he's settled down and doing stuffs.
I will tell you a story, amazing story, you say, and who never settled. The life, end of the day, the life destroyed. And I will tell you a story I have got so many successful stories. I will tell you a story which is not successful. I went to my factory in the year 2009, 2008 or 2009. Same factory is in the same city. I went to the factory. I saw laborers from outside the factory. They come and load trucks as usual. This is a usual thing. I saw they are loading the truck. I saw a boy, 15, 16, 17 years old, tall, 6 feet, and his lower person is strong, and I can see him. He was, you see, half pant, and he was loading, and he was taking a 50 kg just like nothing, like we take a pen or mobile, something like that. He's taking it, even not catching it. He's just going like this. I never interrupted in their job, basically, because they are outside laborers, not my factory laborers. They come go and go. This is outsourced, loading and unloading. Then I called him, hey, come here, what's your name? He's a tribal boy. He said, my name is Subhas Odao. Where do you live? I live in this tribal village, close to my factory. I said, what is your age? What do you do? You drink? Why are you working now? You should study, you should go for education, you should play football. My aim was to play football, I did it late. No, I'm studying. He was studying. Where do you study? He said a local school. So why don't you play football? That was my aim. Your lower portion is taller, you should be a good defender. Why you should be playing football? Why not? He said, I'm already playing. I said, why? Where are you playing? He said, I'm playing in my village. I said, you should play stopper. I play as a stopper? You play as a stopper, okay. You do one thing. I called the Sardar, Levar Sardar. I say, you won't get a job from tomorrow. Send him to my practice tomorrow. Next day, he came. I saw a boot. It was not a boot. It was almost devastated. So he came practice. I saw, oh, he's good at air. He's strong at tackles. The football education is not there. And 17 is too late to start with. Honestly, 17 is too late in football. So I told him, you come regularly to practice. Next day, next 2-3 days, he came to practice. He did some mistakes, usual. The coach shouted on him. Then I came back to the ground again after 5-6 days. I see he's not there. I asked the coach. He said, where do you find him? This is rubbish. A fool. He does not have any mind, brain. And you know, without brain, as you were saying, without brain, football is not possible. I send one guy to his house. I bring him back in the next week again. I started sitting in the ground now. I will see his practice. I see practice, and sometimes he's just like, but slowly he was developing. 7-8 months after, there was a Bengal trial, the state team trial, under 19 Bengal team trial. I sent him directly to the trial. Never played anywhere in Calcutta.
Wow.
Not polished. First 2 days, the coach called me and say, where do you get this topper? I say, what happened? He is so bad. I thought that. No, he's strong. He's good. His age is okay. I say, it is in his birth certificate. He has got actual age. Oh, really? I will take him. I said, you will take him only 2 days of class? No, I will take him.
Okay.
So he started going. I buy a boot for him. And he started going to practice every day. And you know, if they have to go there are the train tickets, bus tickets.
Yeah.
I started giving him money also for going to trials. And he went for the trials. Bengal became champion.
Oh my God.
He played all the matches.
Oh my God.
The coach of the India team was Colin Toll there. I got a call from Mr. Colin Toll. I never spoke to him before. He said, I saw a tall stopper playing for Bengal, and I gathered the information. He's a good coach. He's a very good coach. I gathered the information that it is a United player. That time we were also playing I-League. I said, yes, sir. I want to take him in the national team.
Wow.
He went to the national team, started practice in Delhi. He was in the national team,
Wow.
selected, and went to play in Dubai.
Wow.
Dubai in national. This is something like a dream comes true.
Of course.
He went there, played for India team, got injured, ligament torn.
Oh.
From there he came back. I did his surgery. Then after, he was in house doing the recovery training under Mr. Garcia, the Brazilian trainer. That time was under me. Now with Gokulam Kerala, he became fit again and gone to the India team again. After age group India, see the problem. He was in age group India. He never had been called for the senior squad. So he came back. Then again he got a small injury, and suddenly I did not see him for. He's a tribal boy.
Okay.
I did not see him for 15 days. I started inquiring where he is. Now I find he is not here because he has married.
Oh.
And suddenly, after marrying, he stopped coming to practice, regular practice, and he chose the other way. And now that he is not doing anything.
Saddest part of.
Yeah, because these tribal boys, tribal culture is, they're happy with 2 days money. If they have the money for tomorrow and day after tomorrow, they don't want to go to work. This is a culture.
Okay.
This is a culture. They are happy-go-lucky people. These tribals are the origins of Africans, basically.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they love music, they love football, they love poaching. They what they do. I can tell of that player. We were practicing. Suddenly in the ground there was a big snake, around 7 feet. Everyone was scared. Subhas is going to the snake. I say, hey, where are you going? No, we can take it in home. We will eat it today. This is something. This is the culture of India, and these cultures, these players, these talents needs to be nurtured.
True.
Take 100 players throughout India, nurture them. Start from at the age of 5, 6, and do it for 20 years. You will play World Cup.
I'm sure about it. One last question to you, which is completely different. Imagine that you are in front of a park, there is only one bench, and the weather is beautiful, it's sunny, breezy, with a lot of greeneries here and there. And if I ask you to sit with someone, it can be an imaginary person, it can be maybe someone from your life, whom would you like to sit, and what kind of discussion you would love to have with this person?
This is an imaginary question, because if I get a chance today, the man is not there anymore.
No problem.
I would love to sit with Maradona and ask him, why have you left your career for 10 years? You could have played another 10 years.
Amazing. Well, for you guys, you need to understand this gentleman. He met APJ Abdul Kalam, and think of the kind of resources, think of the kind of knowledge and the wisdom this gentleman possesses, and the kind of activities he is doing. More important, the way he is giving back. Riding Tiger is a talk show. I started this only because I'm trying to bring people who have that kind of risk appetite to think of doing something completely different than the usual people do. And that's the sole reason. People who are coming this show, you will see them they are making impact in life. I have completed over 71 episodes. The kind of people that I have brought in from various different parts of the world is amazing. These guys are not only making money for themselves, they are actually creating a process, a structure for others to grow. Not by only making money, but by giving back to the world. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't feel shy to subscribe, like, and comment and share. Feel free to communicate, feel free to connect. If personally you need anyone to be contacted, feel free to comment on that. If you need connection of Mr. Nabab Bhattacharya, you feel that there is a good player, or if you feel you run a company wherein you have a CSR budget and you feel that you really want to do an impact, this is the right man where you can communicate, connect, and probably the best utilization of your CSR fund can be done. Not only CSR, if you're thinking about your brand building and your company or your product is connected with relevant areas of district and villages, think about the highest possible footfall and crowd who are coming on those grounds and watching the football players playing amazing game, and think about the possibilities how fast your brand can become viral. Feel free to communicate, write down to us. Thank you so much for watching.